Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Caution Laps with Casey Bristow, an NSRLA podcast. I am your host, Casey Bristow. Tonight's episode, we have a wonderful guest, an outstanding racer in the NSRLA, competing for a championship in the Diesel Laptop Truck Series, if my mind serves me right. Wonderful racer. So please welcome to the show for the very first time, Jacob Cochran.
Good to be here.
Welcome, Jacob. This is you're the first person to get fake made up music.
That's a blessing. That's a
Yeah,
blessing. Thank you.
yeah, man. If I knew what I was doing, which I'll figure it out eventually, or I won't. I think I need a producer. I gotta get a producer who can
Yeah,
do music and make this whole thing better. But slowly but surely, I'll get it figured out.
yeah. You
I
need to
need.
hit up Mr. Cook, Mr. Morgan Cook.
I have, and he did show me some things. I just don't have a camera. Like one of the things I want to do eventually is get a camera so I can show my face. Alex Pollock said, the wise Alex Pollock once said, I know names with voices. Now I want to do names with faces. So
Mm,
that's something
That
that
yeah,
we got to work on.
yeah.
So,
It's a good thing I'm getting mine out of the way first, because I might break the camera. So.
oh, geez. Yeah, maybe me too. I don't know. The only people that ever thought I was attractive in my life was like my mom and grandmothers and their friends. But my wife thinks I'm handsome or something like that. I don't know. She married me for my iRacing skills.
Yeah, yeah.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. Ever been on the show before?
I have not. First
No?
time.
How about that? How about that? Yeah, of course it's your first time. Well, it's gonna be a great time. What are you up to? Besides being on the show, what are you up? How was your day?
It was great. It was great. Just put a little work in the real life, and got home, sitting here drinking a beer and getting ready to talk it up with you.
What kind of beer?
It is a Coors Light.
Okay.
Coors Light. I'm more of a Miller Lite man myself, but this is all I had. So this
Yeah.
is what we're getting.
Oh, give me a second. Hold on. I'm gonna pause this. Not really, but I'm gonna step away like for 2 seconds. I'm gonna grab a beer as well.
There
Even
you
though I'm
go.
trying to
There
lay
you
off
go.
of it, I'm gonna grab one. It's gonna be okay. Hold
That's
on.
it.
All right, I'm back. I'm back. I'm back. Did you sing for the listeners?
I did not.
Oh, dang it.
I did not.
Dang it.
No.
All right. Well, I
We need
got
to put up a post though. We need to change the name to Drinking a Beer with Casey though.
a. Yeah,
Yeah.
eventually I'm sure we could change it. Look, the people voted. The people voted. But I have with me a Coors Banquet.
Oh, there you
That's a
go.
good one. Yeah, here
Those
you
are
go.
good. Oh yeah.
There we go. Did you hear it? It just
I
opened.
did. I did.
Yeah. Mm, that's good stuff. I'm trying to
Yep.
lay off beer. Not that I have anything against beer, but just for, you know, I want to live
Yeah.
till like I'm in my 80s or whatnot or something. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's you only live once, so you might as well enjoy it.
Yeah, I just had my physical last Friday, and I thought, did some blood work. It was the holidays, and I was in Germany, and I was drinking German beer, and I was eating German food, and I'm like, this is. Plus, like Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas, I ate poorly, and I'm like, this is not gonna be good. I gained weight, and I'm like, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. Did my blood work, and I saw some things. I'm like, that don't look good. That don't look good. But there was a lot in the green. So I go
Yeah.
into I get the white coat syndrome where I'm not afraid of the doctors, but I like overthink doctors' office visits. And
Yep.
the doctor's like, yeah, well, she's a nurse practitioner. She's like, you're doing great. She's like, did you have some beer in Germany? I was like, yeah. She's like, I can tell. But other than that, everything was like real good. So what a relief.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm the
I'm
same way.
trying
I go
to,
to a doctor's office, my blood pressure goes up, I get scared, like I'm like, you know, what do I have?
yeah,
You know,
no,
and
same
uh,
things.
you just have the cold, bud. Like, calm down.
Same thing. I did my blood pressure a while back. when because I switched doctors. Shout out to my old doctor. Mr. Yuquan Chan, you're the best. I just moved, so I just had to use a different doctor. But when I went to my new doctor, she like did my blood pressure, and she's like, "It's a little elevated." I'm like, "I'm nervous." And they tested again. It
Yep.
was like way down. So,
Yeah, yeah,
uh,
it's the same thing. I go like as soon as I get there, it's always a little high, and then by the time I'm getting ready to leave, they'll check it again. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're good."
yeah, yep.
So,
It's. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
yep,
It's
yeah,
but yeah, trying to cut back on beer, not because there's anything wrong with it, but just for, I mean, I guess it depends on who you ask, but
yeah,
just for health, I drink a lot of water, you know,
yeah.
you
Can't
know,
go wrong with that.
and then I kind of like drink some energy drinks from time to time. Do you have a favorite energy drink?
I do. Mine changes a lot. I was on the C4 kick for a while, but right now I'm on a Alani kick. I've been drinking a lot of Alani. I'll mix in a Celsius here and there, but mostly Alani's for right now.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take you on my energy drink like journey. So the first energy drink I had, I think, was the regular Monster back when it was like just the blue can or the green
Mhm,
can, and
mhm.
I was like, this is gross. And then in my time in the Air Force, I got discovered the White Monster, and I'm like, this is okay. And then time went on, and then I went to Red Bull, and Red Bull was okay. And then time went on, and I can't remember, was it Brist?
Rockstar's got to be in there somewhere.
No, I've never had Rockstar. Um, jeez. Um, this isn't an energy drink, but it was like had caffeine in it. It was a vanilla coffee, a vanilla Coke coffee drink. Really good, but they
Huh.
stopped making them, and I was really disappointed. Um, but from there, I think it's called Night or something. Night, or it's like a night on the can, and it was sour gummy worm. It's pretty good. And then I went to Celsius, and now
Yep.
Celsius is my main energy drink. I don't even know if it's really an energy drink. Who knows? But
Right. Right.
there's like they have this cola flavor. It's straight up like cola, and it's really good.
Yep. Yep. They're hard to find, but Bum Energy, BUMM,
Mm.
they have they're kind of like Celsius, but they have root beer. If you like root beer, they have a root beer flavor, and then
You
they have a
know,
Doctor Thunder, which is like a Dr Pepper, and it tastes just like a Dr Pepper, but it's an energy drink.
yeah,
Um, those are pretty good too.
I've never enjoyed root beer for whatever reason. It's got a
Yeah,
weird taste to it to me. I
it
don't.
does, it does. But I mean I don't know. I've always liked it, but
You'd think
it's
it'd be a cool drink.
yeah, yeah.
It's got
It
that
was cool when
bulldog.
we were like 10.
It's got that bulldog on it. It's like, oh, that's a cool
Yeah,
drink because of a
yeah.
bulldog. Um, speaking of bulldogs and cool drinks, I once had this beer back in my Air Force. They don't even make it. It's been this I think it's been 10 years now. Um, it was like this blueberry beer, and it had like a bulldog chasing blueberries on it, and it was like it's one of those beers that don't taste like beers, you know?
Yeah,
It like really good.
those are dangerous.
Very dangerous. Yeah, it's like drinking a mimosa almost because you don't taste the
Yeah,
champagne. You just taste the orange juice, and a few more. Drink a bunch of those, and then you're on the floor, and then not good things happen. But yeah, I'm on a Celsius kick now, and I hope I don't lose it because they're pretty good. Cola, cherry cola, lemon lime, and grape. Those are really good
yeah, yep,
flavors. But and then yeah. What's your favorite? Well, you said you're drinking Coors, and you're a Miller
yep,
Lite man. So Miller Lite's your favorite.
yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miller Lite is my go-to. I will I don't know. I'm kind of like beer is kind of like energy drinks. I get on kicks, so like I'll get on a Coors kick, then I'll get on a Miller kick. Um, but my my just go-to cheap beer is probably Miller.
Mm.
Um,
My dad's
you
too.
know, I I I don't know. I am trying to get into the IPA craze, but I can't. I have not found one yet that I like. Um, I don't know. I guess I'm just not sophisticated enough for that. Um, but I'm trying to learn to enjoy them.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I remember when I was like about to turn 21, and I mean, I'd be a liar if I said I'd never had a beer under the age of 21. It wasn't a lot. It was like two or three times. But like when I was turned 21, I was talking with a cousin of mine, and I was like, "Yeah, I think I'm gonna have like Budweiser." And it took me a while to get to like Budweiser, and some people might judge me for that. I don't care. It's something I
Yeah,
enjoy.
right.
But it is Budweiser is an acquired taste. If you it's your
Yes.
first beer, it's gonna be like ugh. But if you keep
Yes.
drinking it, it comes along. And she's like, ew, no, you're gonna have to drink like Fat Tire or these just weird
Right.
sounding beer names. Like, and whenever I'm getting beer, I'm a simple man. Like, I'll try to get some German beer, but I'll also, like I said, I'll get the Coors Banquet. I'll get um, Budweiser or like a Modelo, or there's one that what's what's the one that's they have T-shirts that used to be so nasty and disgusting, apparently back in the day. And
Oh, second to Cochran again?
what in the world is that? Did we get a somebody jump in here?
We did. I think it was the Morgan Cook.
Morgan Cook. Oh well,
Yeah.
yeah. Morgan Cook's been on the show before.
Yeah.
I don't know I heard something, but I don't know what he said. But anyway,
Yeah.
um, God, what is that beer name? It's gonna drive me nuts.
You said it was a T-shirt?
Yeah, they have them on T-shirts and everything. Pabst Blue Ribbon, Pabst
Oh
Blue
yeah, yeah, yeah.
PBR.
PBR. Yep. Yep.
I thought PB. So I heard someone once say that PBR is disgusting, but now they're like, oh, it's merchandise and whatnot. So I would like. I think I had my first PBR like 2 years ago or something like that, and I'm like, I'm gonna try it for myself. I'm like, oh, this is good.
Yeah. Yeah. It'll surprise you.
But
Um.
whenever I'm in a grocery store and I'm looking at beer, like I'll if I don't see anything I like, I'll kind of go over to like that IPA section to see like, what is this?
Yep.
9 times out of 10, like I get like turned off by what I see because none of it looks good, and it could be good beer. I don't know.
Yeah. Few friends will go out and they get IPAs and oh man, you gotta try this one. This is so good. This one's a favorite. Blah blah blah. And I'll try it and I'm like, dude, it tastes like straight up gasoline. Like, how do you drink this? And um, I don't know. I'm trying, but
How do you know what gasoline tastes like?
I work on cars.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I
I work
guess
on
it
cars.
might accidentally
Yeah,
drink some. Oh, that's not my water.
yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of the same way. I'm simple. Give me some beer slash water. Beer that tastes like water, and I'm good to go.
there's these two beers that I've had in my life that are like so good, and they don't make them anymore, and I'm so angry. One is Leinenkugel or Leinenkugel. I don't know how you pronounce it. Doesn't matter. Um, it was like this winter one. It
Hmm.
was so good. It
Yeah.
was like drinking. Well, I was gonna say chocolate beer, but not chocolate beer. It just went down so smooth, and it was like sometimes when you drink a beer, if it's too hoppy or whatever, it's hard to drink, hard to take down. Um, but this one was smooth, and then the next one was Yingling Hershey's Vanilla Porter,
Mm,
or
that
Hershey's
sounds
Porter.
intriguing.
It was
Yeah.
good. Oh man, I could drink like five of those in like 10 minutes. It was like you weren't drinking a beer; it's like you're just drinking a soda. But yeah, that those two beers, I wish they would come back, but I don't think they will. But
Yeah. They always
life goes
seem to
on.
get rid of the good ones.
They do. It's not fair. It's not fair. I mean, at least I got Budweiser, Coors,
Yeah. Yeah.
Banquet, and PBR. Anyway, so you're 27 years old from Cumming, Jersey. No, Georgia. Sorry, Cummings, Georgia. Um, and you're an automotive technician for I want to downtown auto, maybe. Yeah. No.
No, no, it's actually for Herbert Automotive.
Darn.
Yeah, yeah, downtown auto sales. That's my uncle's car lot.
Oh, it's
His
your uncle.
used car lots. Yep, Yep.
I was going because that was going to be a question I was going to ask you because we were giving him a shout out.
Ah.
Who was the owner of Downtown Auto Sales?
Yep. Yeah. So that's my uncle technically. I guess technically great uncle, but he's really my uncle. But yeah, he owns Downtown Auto Sales. So kind of a little family history. We've always been like in the car business. My great grandfather started a car lot back in the '60s.
Groovy.
It was C&W Auto Sales, and uh, that was probably that was like a more or less a family kind of deal, and that was around till like 2015 no, it was 2018, 2019, somewhere in there, and then um, kind of sold that, started another kind of deal. Uh, one of my other uncles that was in business with him passed away, and so that kind of went under, and then he opened up Downtown Auto Sales, and then my dad helps him with it as well. So, but yeah, it's kind of he kind of kept the family tradition going per se. So
So it's run by Uncle Cochran.
Uncle Cochran, Uncle
All
Joey
right.
Cochran.
So
Yeah.
shout out to Uncle Joey Cochran for allowing the NSRLA to be sponsored by Downtown Auto Sales. Give him a round of applause. Yeah. All right. Someone's going to get a trophy in his name. That's awesome. It ain't going to be me.
Yeah, hopefully it's me. We'll see. I
Oh,
don't
you're
know.
in contention? Oh, well,
Yeah,
wait.
yeah.
No, no. Tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big night. That's the cutoff race for
Tomorrow.
Downtown Auto Sales
Yeah.
National Series. And I'm in the booth for that one. I don't know how
Yeah,
that's
I
going to
was
go.
I was gonna ask you, are you excited? Excited to be in the booth?
Yeah, hopefully I can bring a little comic relief to ease the nerves. I'm not gonna be too nervous, but like
Yeah,
it's my first time doing it.
right.
And I don't want to say anything stupid. So, I'm sure I could just bring some comic relief and just, just call out anything I see and just call it how it
Yeah,
is. That's what Ellis told me. He said, just be yourself. And
yeah,
I have no issue doing that.
yeah. Well, that's good. Chris and Ellis and those guys are really good
Professionals.
guys.
Very
Oh
good.
yeah, man, they do a great job. So you're in good hands for sure.
Yeah. How are you feeling about that race tomorrow?
I feel pretty good. Darlington, we normally run pretty good there. Um, but it Darlington's one of those tracks where there's always like it seems like there's always a like one or two people that just have it figured out.
Mm-hmm.
And I am not one of those people. I can run well enough, and it seems like if those guys either wreck or have bad luck or something, then maybe we have a shot. But um, I won it last year in another league, um, but it was kind of the same thing. Like uh, if the guy that had it figured out had some bad luck, and we were able to capitalize. But um, I don't know. Darlington's tough, man. It's a tricky track for sure. You're
Mm-hmm.
you're up against the wall the whole time, and it's so hard to pass. If you lose track position, your race is just almost over. Um, so it's going to be tough. Thankfully, we've already got 2 wins on the season, so we're locked into the playoffs no matter what happens tomorrow. But we sure would like to win another one. So
Yeah, we were just there. What, a week ago? Yeah, a week ago.
yeah, yeah, in
Yeah,
the cups,
in
the
the
cup series.
Black Diamond Designs Cup Series, um, sponsored by our friend at Black Diamond Designs, aka Alex Pollock.
Yeah, Mr.
Um,
Alec Polake.
when you run that next gen car, that thing's almost like a tank. I mean, you hit the wall there, and it kind of just stays up
Yeah,
there and rides. But I feel like with this, I don't want to say Xfinity car anymore. I got to get used to saying O'Reilly's
yeah,
Auto Parts Series car. It's not a tank, and you get loose and hit the wall or whatever, that thing's just gonna get squirrely on you or whatever, and it could be a bad day very quickly.
oh yeah, yeah,
And
absolutely.
Yeah, I'm glad I'm gonna be up in the virtual booth, not down there with y'all. But so what's happening on a Wednesday night? Are you still in Cummins, Georgia? Like
Yeah,
right now,
yeah,
as we
yeah,
speak?
yeah.
Huh?
As we speak.
What's it famous for? Give us
Um,
some history.
man, um, we're not really famous for much.
Oh,
But we coming Georgia. I was born and raised here. I mean, my family was born and raised here, so like we've been here for forever. Um, you know, I mean, really, I can't think of anything that Cumming is famous for. You know, it's retrospect to the racing world. We have a quarter midget track actually in downtown Cumming, so a lot of a lot of successful NASCAR drivers has raced here before. As 6, 7, 8-year-old kids growing up. Um, so that's pretty cool. But other than that, I don't know anything that we're particularly famous for.
it looks like it's named after possibly Colonel William Cumming, who was a
Yes,
colonel, which
he
that's
was a
pretty cool.
colonel.
Or Sir Alexander Cumming, who I have no idea who that is. So, of the
Yeah,
20 of y'all that
yeah,
listen and watch this thing, we got to boost those numbers up. That's why I need
yeah.
a producer. Um, we'll get there eventually. If you know the answer, leave a comment in, in my blank comments. But so like, what did you like growing up? Like, what did you like to do in the area? Like
Yeah, yeah. So,
besides the the track. Besides that.
yeah. Um, we pretty much like we had our movie theater we like to go to. Um, we did a um bowling alley, that kind of thing. I'm jealous now because like every these kids nowadays they got Top Golf and all this stuff, which
Hmm.
I still go to Top Golf and I don't even care. But but yeah, I mean, not much of anything crazy, but I mean, really for me, it was, I grew up racing, so um, we were at the track just about, you know, almost every weekend, um, every other weekend or every other night, even practicing. And a lot of my time growing up went into that. But, outside of that, it was the occasional, go kart track or like, or Andretti's or something like that. Movie theater, bowling alley kind of deal.
So you grew up racing like legit, like local
Yeah.
short track racing? What'd you run?
Yes. Yeah. So, um, I started when I was 5 years old. I started with quarter midgets, which basically are just little midget cars with like Honda generator engines in them. Um,
Joey ran those, right?
Joey did. Yeah, Joey ran those up in Connecticut.
Mm.
Corey Heim, I actually raced with Corey Heim. He's from Marietta, Georgia, so probably like 30, 45 minutes from me. He's a little bit younger than I am, but he as he was coming up through the classes in quarter midgets, I was kind of on the older side of it, but he raced and coming with us a lot. Um, but yeah, so I run those for till I was like I guess 11 or 12 years old. Um, and then moved up into Pro Challenge, which it's kind of died out now. They run them a lot in Canada, but
Mm. Morgan
um,
Cook.
yeah, shout out Morgan. Um, but basically, a Pro Challenge is just kind of like a scaled down late model in a sense, with a Kawasaki like crotch engine in them.
Mm.
Um, pretty neat cars. They definitely were not fast at all. But it taught you a lot about like car control because they had the weight of a late model and that kind of thing. Um, but after that, I mean, kind of started. I ran those for a couple years. I didn't I never owned a late model, but I ran a few here and there for either some friends or just people that I knew. But I stopped racing when um stopped racing in real life right before I graduated high school, so like 2015, 2016. Um it just got to the point where it was just so expensive and
Oh yeah.
um we were just spending a crazy amount of money. Um and decided to focus on school and kind of start focusing on and making money and not spending it. So
You didn't want to quit
uh
school like Dale Senior?
no, I didn't
Oh,
quit school. No.
gotcha.
No, I am not I'm not as good as Dale Senior, so I had to go to school and go get a job and
Mm,
all that fun stuff.
me too. You know what?
Yep.
We got something in common. I've ran late models too.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, on iRacing, but not in real
Yeah.
life. I
Well, I they're so different now. It's not even comparable.
yeah, I couldn't tell you.
I mean the technology that these things have got in them now, it's crazy. Though back when I ran them, it was kind of like an old school, still analog gauges and all this. And now they got digital gauges, computers, and it's a whole nother car, really.
Yeah, so I did legit used to race for one season out at Langley Speedway in
Mhm.
division called U-Car. So think like Chevy Cavalier,
Yeah,
Saturns,
yeah,
but almost like the mini stocks. And that was kind of like a poor man's division, not the
right,
poorest men's division, but one of the poor man
right,
division, and it was still expensive.
right.
So
Yeah,
unless
yeah. I
you,
mean, it's every form of racing is expensive. I mean,
yeah, you got to be rich.
yeah. I mean, I was listening to one of Kenny Wallace's podcasts, and he was talking about the cost of racing, and he basically was like, it doesn't matter what you race, as long as you're racing. So go out and just go get the cheapest kind of racing, and whether it's pony stocks or whatever, and go run it. And it's like, but yeah, but that's still crazy expensive. I mean, it's not you're not spending 10,000 a weekend, but you're still spending at least 800 to 1,000 a weekend. And I mean, and a lot of people, it's like, either if you're trying to pay for a house or pay for cars or traveling or whatever, it's like it's just a lot of times nowadays it's just not feasible for the most the common person.
Yeah, just like you got to be rich to do it.
Yep.
Two things: you need to be extremely rich, which I mean, I would imagine most people do, like running late models
Right.
are, or you have to be okay with being poor almost.
Yep.
That's just one or the other. I don't. There's no middleman. Um, like all these kids that are racing late. You see kids like your best shot at being like well, if you want to make it to like the higher levels, you people are like, no, there's no such thing as talent anymore. Like
Right.
talent's not gonna get you anything. You gotta buy some
Yep.
rides. Like,
Yep.
I don't know. And that
And hope it works.
some people, yeah, like people that are like doing the touring series, like maybe cars or whatever, and the other touring series for like for late models.
Yeah. Cars tour. Yeah.
Yeah, they like
Yep.
they're spending all this money to maybe make it to trucks.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yep.
So you have to deal with, you know, you might not make it, but at least you'll have like a crazy crew following you. You know, like I saw like
Yeah.
I don't know if I saw someone wearing a shirt or it was a Facebook post. That was this girl, and she was following a local short track driver, and she was like at the racetrack like every week in support, and which is like I guess if you're the driver, you're like, cool, I have support, but it said like blood doesn't make you family, loyalty does. And I saw that shirt or post or whatever it was, and I was like, that's probably one of the stupidest things I've ever seen. It was just real flat out dumb. blood does make you family. Loyalty just means you're loyal. I mean, I guess, oh, welcome to our family. Thanks for being loyal, whatever. But it was just kind of dumb.
Right.
So
Yeah,
I'm
that's
if that was on a shirt, I can't remember. You wouldn't catch me dead wearing that thing. But yeah, I mean, like if you want to make it to any like competitive level of racing these days, it's like you need to be um, Kevin Harvick's kid, which
right.
you
Right.
know, or Larson's kids or whatever. You gotta or Kyle Busch's. You gotta be the child of a NASCAR driver or a billionaire.
Right.
Because other than that, you're not making it. Only other way is
Yeah.
maybe try to get in through pit crew, which 20 plus years ago might have been a little bit easier because they had a billion teams. Now it's like they're getting ex NFL running backs.
Right.
So
Right.
even that's getting
Yeah. I
harder.
mean, yeah, they're narrowing
Insane.
that down. I mean, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, and that's like, I always sit back and think like, did um should I even have started, because it's like it's an addiction. I mean,
Oh, yeah, it is.
it's once you start, it's hard to stop. And um but I mean, it's like I tell people all the time, like, I I would never change it
Mm-mm.
in a million years. I
Yeah.
mean, the people that I met and people that I raced against. I mean, I mean, me and my dad will watch. We'll go to some of these short tracks here around us and watch some races, or watch the NASCAR races, and even and be like, oh yeah, we raced against them. We raced against them. Oh, they're from Florida, or whatever. We raced against them down in New Smyrna, and just different things.
Yeah.
You
Like
know,
with Corey
um,
Heim. You
yeah,
raced
yeah.
with
I
Corey?
mean, yeah, Corey Heim and Chase Elliott.
How does a 10 plus season winner and a championship winner in trucks
And
not have a full time ride? Like, make that make
I
sense.
I don't know. He's got to go to. I think he deserves to go straight to Cup.
Life is
Um,
so unfair. But then you got guys
yeah,
like Riley Herbst who
yeah.
can't get out of
Who?
32nd place.
Yeah, yeah,
But,
yeah.
money talks.
Well, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Yep.
I mean, I no disrespect to Riley. He could outrun me with taking a nap, but you know, yeah,
Yeah.
he gets cool
I
Jordan
get you.
brand
I
gear. I
get
wish
you.
I could get cool Jordan brand gear for free instead of having to pay for it. Anyway,
Yep.
so what next? Automotive technician. Let's get into your hobby. I had some notes up here. Let me see. Where did you put it? Where are they? While I look, tell me about your hobbies. Well, that's because that's why I'm not seeing it. I'm looking at a message from Morgan Cook. That you are not him. You're not Morgan.
Morgan always spoils everything.
Yeah. What did he say when he came in here? He's like, ah, yada yada.
I think he said something along the lines of he was second to me again or something. I don't know.
Uh,
I
I
don't
see.
know.
It. I have it now. You're a big fisher and hunter, and you teach. You're a coach for a high school engine team.
Yeah.
Tell me about all three. Like
Yeah.
what you like to hunt the most. What's your and like deer or elk or whatever,
Yeah.
or what's your favorite type of fishing, and then we'll go into coaching.
Yeah. So fishing. I grew up bass fishing. That was like that's all I ever did. Um, I tried fly fishing, like for trout fishing, one time and fell in love. So now I every time I go, I'm in a river somewhere and we're fly fishing for trout. So um, hunting, it's pretty much deer.
Mm.
That's all I hunt. I don't really do any other thing. I would. I just haven't really had any opportunities to do anything else. But um, the engine team, that's I mean, I figured that would be kind of interesting to talk about. But so basically, when I was in high school, our high school in our town here, we have an automotive program there, and one of the best in the country. But I mean, I guess I'm biased, but anyway, um, they have an engine team where basically you have a Chevrolet 350 V8 engine, um, a team of four kids on the engine, one kid at the table. Basically, that his job is to kind of organize all the tools and get all the tools ready, parts organization and everything like that. But four kids on the engine actually tearing it apart, putting it together. Um, and so yeah, they tear it completely apart and put it completely back together um, in about 15 to 18 minutes, um, which is just crazy. I did it when I went through the program all 4 years, and then now I go back and help coach. So that's been really fun. You know, I've been going back and help coach for like 4 years now. And we go to the PRI show, the racing show up in Indianapolis every year. That's where like our national event is. So um, that works out great because I get to go up there and coach those guys, and then on my downtime, I get to walk around the show, look at race cars, and
How about that?
so that's fun. But yeah, so that's pretty much my day in the life.
Yeah, okay. That's cool stuff. I'm sitting here, I'm looking at your car from our race last night at Talladega, this beautiful downtown auto sales Black Diamond Motorsports number
Yeah.
8. Did you make this or was this from Alex?
Um, the design was from Alex. Um, I I just added kind of the sponsors and stuff, but
Oh, okay.
he made the design.
He made the design. Okay. All right. So credit to both of y'all for this good-looking car. Um, not the race you were hoping for last night, was it?
Yeah, no. Um, it I mean it was a good race. I'm out of the playoffs for the Cup Series.
Hmm.
I have wrecked that car too many times.
Alex gonna fire you.
Yeah, I feel bad for Alex. I have 100% dropped the ball in that series because man, I just try to do too much. The car I have not fully learned that car yet. I have not taken the time. I say I'm going to, and I never have. But the car, I mean, you know, the car is just so different
Mm-hmm.
than anything else, and so I uh, I got to get better with it. But yeah, I was really there for just
Help
team
the
support,
team.
whatever they needed me to do. Um, and we I mean, as overall as a team, we I felt like we had a pretty good control on the race for the most part. It kind of unraveled at the end, which most super speedways do. But you know the speed was there. I just gambled on the pit strategy a little bit and kind of bit me in the rear end. But
Happens to the best of us.
yeah, I had enough to make it, but I ran out as soon as I was coming down to pit road, and I was trying to carry too much speed because I was like, well, I don't have any more momentum, so if I don't carry enough speed, then I'm dead. So I was trying to carry too much speed, and I had to lock up the brakes and spun it coming onto pit road, and then I was really screwed because then then I'm dead stopped in the middle of pit road with nothing. So um, yeah, I wish it was like real life. I pulled into Evanston, no problem. I wish teammates crew could have helped because I would have been in good shape if that was the case. But
Well, we need to write
no,
iRacing and tell them
I know,
put that
I know
in the
that would have
sim.
been that would have been helpful last night. We'd have been in good shape.
Yeah. How long you've been how long have you been on iRacing? I was gonna say iRacing
Um,
subscriber.
I first got iRacing back in 2012.
Oh wow, for a long time.
Um, yeah. Um, when I first got it, I was, of course, I was hard, you know, hardcore for probably 3, 4 years. Took a little bit of a break, started back, did it for like another year or so, took another break, but I have been pretty consistently um, on for about 2 years now. So, I've, like I said, I've had it since then, but kind of spurts of on and off. But I've seen it change.
That was what I was gonna
It's
say.
it's come a long way. A lot for the better. Some things are kind of, I mean, some things are just kind of, I wish they would go back to in certain ways, but for the most part, um, everything is, you know, pretty well rounded.
Yeah, I was watching a video on iRacing. It was like when did so iRacing I think's technically been out since 2008, but it was like off road. I mean, not off road, open wheel stuff. I think,
Hmm.
and I don't know when NASCAR came. It might have been 2012, 2010, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, it was somewhere around then because like when
Dale
it
Jr.'s in a
first
race, in
came,
a big race, in a video on
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah, whenever it first came out, I don't. I mean, a lot of the guys that I raced with started getting it, and so yeah, we kind of all got it at the same time, and it had to be somewhere around 2011, 2012 area, somewhere in there.
Yeah, there's a video on YouTube, and some guys talking about iRacing, and he said this is a video back from 2000 whatever, and he's like, this is a pro race, and like these pros were racing at and the car of tomorrow at Indianapolis, I think, and they could barely
Mhm.
keep the car on the track. It was like
Yeah,
it was insane.
yeah,
But we have come a long way since then.
oh yeah,
Although I feel like the official races right now are kind of they're plain, they're bland.
right,
There's some
right,
changes I would make to iRacing, like if we're not running legacy cars in any of the official series, put those on AI mode, please.
right, right.
Like those legacy Indy cars that no one like from '05 and 11 and 12, like we can run them practice wise, and then there's one of the
Yeah,
one from 11 and 12. They have they race those on the super speedways or whatever, but they don't. It's no safety rating and no I rating. It's just for fun. It's unranked, but put that in AI mode. Like, come on, what are we doing?
yeah, yeah. I don't know. Some of that just doesn't make sense. But I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot that goes into it, but it, I don't know. A lot of it, in my opinion, I think their priorities are kind of all over the place. But hopefully they will
Yeah, I'm
start
gonna get to the
putting some of
bottom
that
of
in
it.
there.
I'm gonna get
Yeah,
to the bottom
yeah,
of it. I've gotten to the bottom
yeah.
of it, and guess what? You know why it's not on there?
What's that?
Because they haven't added them on there for AI yet.
Yeah, right.
Just because there we go. Regular Sherlock Holmes on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like when I got on in 2023, and my
Okay.
then girlfriend, who is now my wife, I was telling her I want to buy a computer, blah 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 blah, and she's like, "Well, make sure you are wise about it money wise," and she's like, "Don't get one of
Right.
those Best Buy credit cards." Well, guess what I did?
What's that?
I got a Best Buy credit card. And got iRacing, and it's been a blast. But I always look for like I think ahead, like what will we have 10 years from now? You know,
Right,
it's
right.
exciting to think about what we will
Yeah,
have, what we won't
yeah,
have. Um, so
yeah. And I think the setup plays a big role in like in how you enjoy it as well. Like, for instance, like I think really when like in previous times when I was kind of on and off for a lot, I mean, I don't know. I am not a tech savvy guy. You can ask Mr. Morgan
neither am
Cook.
I. Neither am I.
But I am not a tech savvy guy, and so when I was first starting out, I was mostly like I would go to you know Best Buy or I think Fry's was around then, but um,
Fries. What's that?
yeah, it was like an electronic computer type store around here. Um, they kind of did some. It was like an Office Depot, Office
Hmm.
Max kind of deal. But I would go there and buy just a normal computer and hook it up and go racing. Um, which at the time was kind of fun, but I mean, like, I would have to turn all the graphics down. I would have to turn everything to the bare minimum because it just wouldn't run it. And I think it just took away from the experience a lot because now, like, when I've started getting back into it, a couple years ago, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do this like the right way. So um, I had a buddy of mine that I worked with at the time, and he was really good with computers. And so we went to Micro Center, and
Hmm.
I basically handed him the sheet of like iRacing specs, and I'm like, here, build me a computer. And so we went shopping, and he's just putting things in the cart, and um, you know, I think it was like a couple thousand later, I had me a Mac Daddy computer. Um, but I can run pretty much everything on full blast, and it just now it's like okay, the just like the experience of it is just different. And I was running on a desk. Now I got like a cockpit kind of deal,
All
which
right.
it's a cheaper one. It is not like some of these guys have got, but I'm trying to get to that level. But I mean, it's just I think now, you know, just that kind of deal, and then also now being able to be in leagues where they're broadcasted and
Hmm.
that kind of thing, it's changed everything. And it's way more enjoyable than hopping on and just getting into official settings or official races and getting killed for 2 hours straight.
Yeah, I feel like the official races are kind of dull right now. They gotta change some
Yeah.
things up. Like, I don't know. I don't work for iRacing, but like, if I did, I would have some ideas. Like, I've said this before on here. Like, maybe add some cars from the '70s, the classic iRock cars from the late '90s, early 2000s, some other things. Um, but yeah. Speaking of like setup, like I'm still attached to the desk. I have the wheel attached to the desk. I haven't
Hmm.
upgraded to a sim rig. I'd like to, have like what the pros like Denny, whatever
Right.
Denny
Right.
Hamlin has. Maybe I can
That'd
like
be
become his
nice.
friend and like maybe he'll give me one.
Yeah.
I think it's
Hey,
doable.
it's doable.
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, maybe I'll put that make a goal become friends with Denny Hamlin,
There
who
you
we
go.
need to appreciate in the NASCAR world because once he's gone, he's
We'll
gone.
miss him. We'll
Yeah,
miss
yeah,
him.
absolutely. Trust me, it's gonna happen. But I'm looking at one. It's a I so when I first started, I bought all my stuff off Amazon. I
Right.
had me the Logitech G29, and it was good. But
That
I
was my
had
first though.
I did the paddle shifting, and like I would start paddle shifting and it wasn't engaging. Like I would like I'd shift and it wasn't like going into gear and I'm like this is
Yeah.
not good. So I went to Micro Center for the first time with my wife and her brother, and I upgraded to a Moza R5. So now I just have a
Yeah.
Moza R5 attached to a desk with pedals. But I saw the sim rig there, and it is the SimLab P1X Pro Tony Kanon Sim Racing Cockpit. This
Sounds
particular color
expensive.
is orange. Well, only for $830, which
That's
I would
actually
say
not
is not
bad.
bad.
That is actually
Consider
not bad.
some of these rigs that these people have. That is not bad at all. Yeah,
Yeah. Right.
that's why I held on to this piece of paper. But yeah, some of these people's rigs are. And if I were to get something like this, I think then um I would go like I would maybe upgrade to like an R9 or I think Bose has
Right.
R9 or 12 or whatever.
Hmm.
But those pedals are like load cell pedals.
Yeah.
If
Yep.
and I heard that you have to have a sim rig for those. Like you can't just
Yeah.
place them on the floor.
Yeah, because they I think they like shake, move, whatever. So
You
yeah,
need
you
something
might not want them.
sturdy to have them.
Yeah, yeah, bolted too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Which
yeah. You like your R5?
yeah, it's nice.
Yep.
I'm not tech smart, so when it needs upgrades, I kind of struggle there. Like I don't know, like I have the Moza Pit
I
House. I don't
yes, yes. I have the R5, but I do not upgrade mine. Um,
I haven't upgraded. Oh, I did upgrade mine here recently, but it's been a while.
yeah, I haven't upgraded mine since I've got it. Actually, take that back. The reason why I don't upgrade it is because I upgraded it one time and it completely changed the way it felt, and I did not like it at all. Could not figure it out, so I just reverted it back to the original, I guess, software or whatever. And so I have not upgraded it since because I just like I don't like change. So like I like the way it feels now. I'm good. Like I don't I don't want it
Yeah,
to change.
I was struggling for whatever reason. I something on it was an update on my pedals, and I would be putting my foot on the pedal, and I was going all the way down, but like the pedal on iRacing was like showing it like 80%, 90%. You know what I mean? It wasn't fully
Hmm.
going
Hmm.
down. And I'm like, someone help me. And I was on this Discord thing for Moza and this, or it was Facebook or Reddit, I can't remember. This girl, I think that worked for Moza or something like that. I think she was from China because like I would reach out to her when she said reach out to me, so I would, and I would get a response like 12 hours
Like
later,
yeah,
and
yeah,
she'd
like
tell me
3 in the
what to do,
morning
and
or
she
something crazy. Yeah.
she helped me.
Yep.
She's like, well, show me what's going on, what the issue is. And I'm like, all right, here's the video, here's what I'm doing, and yada yada yada. And she's like, do this, this, and this, and I was like, okay, and it worked. Um,
Yep.
I don't get it. People are just smart. I guess I am
Yeah.
not. I don't know.
Yep.
uh,
I'm right there with you.
yeah, my wife
Yep.
says I'm smarter than I think I am, but you know, that's yet to be
She's
seen.
she's supposed to say that.
Yeah, yeah. She, I think she
Yeah.
wants to go to Disney or something, so she like butters me up. But I mean, truth be told, I want to go too. So,
There you go. There you go.
and we
Hey,
are. So, I mean,
that's
but
it.
in terms of iRacing, like, what changes would you make if you were in charge? If you were a higher up, you were CEO, Jacob Cochran of iRacing. What changes would you make?
Um, Personally, I would do away with the official races, period.
Oh,
Um, and go strictly like I would stick with like the special events. I like how they do that. Um,
that's a
but
big one.
I would strictly just go with like league support and obviously keep the like Coca-Cola series and like whatever it is for the road side of things and that kind of stuff. But get rid of the you know the safety rating stuff, the I rating stuff. Like I mean, at the end of the day, like I understand like what they're trying to do with that, but I I don't really think the I rating is 100% accurate. The safety rating is not 100% accurate because I mean, at the end of the day, when you're racing somebody, you're bound to make a mistake. I mean, because none of us are professionals, so
I wish.
stuff yeah right, like stuff happens. So I would do away with it and go strictly with league, like just league support and um support leagues and help them run efficiently. um Even like give start to where like if you are a league owner, try to help in some way or fashion, help fund some leagues, um, because that's a big thing. There's a lot of great leagues that just come up short when it comes to some of the funding that it takes. So I don't know. That's just my take on it. Um, it would probably go bankrupt in a year, but um, I
That
that's
sounds
just
like a good business plan, Jacob.
yeah. I mean, it's just I I don't know. The official stuff to me is is not um is just not it. But it's crazy though that just like um the different professions that are now like incorporated into iRacing. Like you have like your broadcasters and like the setup shops. I mean that it's just so crazy that like people are able to make like really good money um off of this. So it's cool to see. It really is because it's like, man, I wish I could do that.
Oh man, me too.
But you know, um, I'll on my off day, I mean, every now and then I'll hop in an official race or something, and see these guys, and I'm like, wait a minute, that name looks familiar. I'll go and look them up, and they're like, oh yep, they're the house driver for so and so setup shop. That's what they do all day, um, because they can.
Must be
So
nice.
yeah, yeah, but it's just cool to see. I mean, there's just so many opportunities really um to you know do that in a way. um it's just cool that you know you get to see a different side of it almost.
Yeah. So no added cars.
Yeah, I would definitely add some cars. I would definitely add the IROC of those cars, man.
Things are beauty.
Those are cool. um Probably add um I would probably add a um let me think on this. They got the Gen 4, which was much needed. Um
Maybe like the '90s car, like early '90s, mid '90s.
yeah, yeah. I would add um
And well, here's the thing: it doesn't have to be like cup car, like
even
local
yeah,
short
I
track
mean,
bandoleros.
yeah. Bandoleros, yeah. I mean, that would be cool, but also I feel like it would kind of be boring in a way cuz those cars are kind of boring in a way.
Well, you just run them at
Um
short tracks. They're fun to watch at
yeah,
Langley because
yeah.
that's, you know,
Yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I mean bandoleros would be cool. Um, the legends are already on there. Those are
look,
pretty
they
neat to.
upgraded them suckers, and I can't race them no more.
Those things are hard. They are crazy.
Whatever they
Um,
did, oh man, I was good at running Legends cars, and then like I don't. It's like like the way it feels is like you're racing the car with the left rear and the right front, and you got to keep
yeah.
it like balanced.
I've never driven one of those in real life, but I would want to just to see how it felt versus what this now feels like because um if these like 10, 11 year olds are going out there and whipping those things around
Right.
and they feel like that, that's pretty cool.
I'd like to
um
see iRacing add the other two bodies that they have for the Legends because they have that
yeah,
Ford
the
Coupe,
sedan, yep, yep,
they have a
yeah,
sedan, and
yep,
then they have like a hybrid of the two.
yeah, that would be pretty cool. um yeah, I mean cars, I don't know, I mean tracks definitely. There's a lot of like short tracks around that are missing that need to be on iRacing for sure.
Oh, for sure. Um, what tracks do you have in mind? I can't name
Um,
every. Like,
Probably like, well, for one, Bowman Gray.
oh well, yeah, sure.
That I mean, I don't know how that hasn't been added yet, but Like Cordell is a big one now in South Georgia. Um, Anderson up in North or South Carolina. Um, even Florence and kind of in the eastern side of South Carolina.
Yeah, okay.
Um, there's a lot that even in that kind of somewhat area. I feel like they got the big ones. They got the Hickory. They got um, what's
Langley,
the other Langley.
South
They got
Boston.
South Boston. I'm surprised they got Lanier. I mean, shit,
That track's
Lanier
been
wasn't.
shut down for how long
Yeah,
now?
yeah. I mean, it was one of the first to go on there. So, when it did go on, I mean, it was still up and going and alive. But I mean, Lanier's really never been that. I mean, I guess it was a popular track, but not like not like Five Flags or not like Langley. Um, but I mean, it's cool to see. But a lot of these tracks, like Anderson, like Florence, you know, because
Carteret. That'd be a
yeah,
fun one.
Carteret, yeah, Dylan. I think Dylan up in North Carolina. But the tracks are not going to be around long. You know, they're not going to be around forever anyway. Um, and I think that it's cool to get them scanned and get them on iRacing while you can.
Right, yeah.
And at least have some sort of racing capabilities like Lanier now, or even like Myrtle Beach that's now closed. So you have the opportunity to you know still be able to be like, you know what? It may not be real life, but I'm gonna hop in a late model and I'm gonna go run at Myrtle Beach or
Right.
wherever.
Well, it was real life
Um,
at one point.
yeah, yeah. I mean, because that's the only thing. I mean, that right as of right now, that's the only option you have to go run late models there. So,
Yeah.
like Greenville Pickens in South Carolina was a huge track back in the day, and now it's shut down. And yeah. I mean, we have nothing of it. So
I so I got a bone to pick with iRacing because for whatever reason these geniuses thought it would be a great idea to take off Old Richmond, like where the
yeah,
seats were all the way around it, whereas you have Iowa or these old other like you have old
right,
Atlanta that
right,
doesn't exist anymore. I mean Atlanta exists, but I mean like
right.
they
Even
just
like Daytona, you could still go to like
yeah,
2008
but you want
Daytona.
to get
Yeah,
rid of Old Richmond? Why can't that
yeah,
just be on the sim as like an AI track or test
right,
track? But no, they want to get rid of it forever, and now they have New
right.
Richmond, which is a complete and utter dump because NASCAR, or I don't know if it was a NASCAR decision or a Richmond Raceway decision because they couldn't like they take out 3/4 of the seats. Not I don't know, but the backstretch gone, no seats in
Right,
turn four and
right.
whatnot. Jeez, just it's ridiculous. Let me
Yeah.
run NASCAR, okay? I'll do it right. I'll do it right. Steve
Well,
Phelps, goodbye.
hopefully, yeah,
Like
hopefully we're
he's
gonna
gone.
be
Isn't he
going in
already
the right
gone?
direction. He
Did,
is, he is.
who was that? Who's the other Steve I'm thinking of? Sorry,
Uh, gosh,
other
I don't
Steve,
remember his
goodbye.
name.
Get out.
Yeah, right.
I would be bringing a lot of night races back
Yep,
at all three series.
yep, yep. I'm all for, let's go back to like Nashville Fairgrounds. Let's go back to, some of the places where this first started. Try to get it kind of get back to the roots in a way. And for the love of God, get rid of the cars. Like I mean,
Soon there'll be a memory. Soon these, I'll keep saying Xfinity cars, but we're gonna have to get used to saying it. All right, let's say
I
it together.
know,
We're gonna, on the
I
count of three.
know.
We're gonna say it
O'Reilly,
together. One, two, three. O'Reilly. There we
O'Reilly's.
go. Anyway,
Yeah,
those cars will soon be gone. It's just
yeah.
change. It's either gonna be good or bad, whatever. Um, a rumor that I've heard, I don't know if you've heard this, just as a fan of NASCAR, is that the truck series is going to spec trucks.
I've heard that.
That is going to kill it for like
Yeah,
local guys.
yeah,
Local guys who are trying to get their foot in the door, yeah, they're gonna get screwed.
yep,
And it's not
yeah. I
fair.
I don't
Not fair to
I
guys
don't
like
know.
me
I
either that
don't
want
know.
to do pit crew stuff.
I don't know. I mean, I don't know what NASCAR's is just in my opinion, they're trying to go in too many directions and they
Like
don't know like they don't know in which direction to go. Um I think they're starting to make some right moves. Steve Phelps being one of them.
playoffs
Um
going bye bye.
Playoffs
Good
going
grief.
by is good. Um I just I don't know. I mean, you know, it it's good to see in a way. Um, they added some road courses, they took away road courses, they're adding them back. I mean, the road courses like I don't have a problem with even like the street course and the like now the San Diego Naval Base or whatever. Like I mean that's cool, but that was the problem with like the playoffs when the win you're in. I mean like no disrespect to SVG, but like you know
He's never gonna make the playoffs.
he's never gonna like make it past the first round in the playoffs because he just
Chase,
can't win at an
whatever.
oval.
Yeah,
So like he I mean I think he tied with like the most regular season wins
he
because he
did.
had won all the freaking road courses. But like, is that you know um good enough to get him in the playoffs? I mean I like I said I think that's the thing is just they're trying to like it seems like they're trying to appease and please everybody and unfortunately it's just I don't think it worked out very well for them.
Two things. With that race coming to San Diego, I say this as a military man myself. Um, Someone is going to miss out on that race because they have to work the gate, and it's going to suck.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully they are, taken care of whether it's they get to meet somebody or I don't know. That kind of sucks, I guess. Or maybe they can just say, "You know what? Who like doesn't care at all about NASCAR? Okay, you got to work the gate."
I think my wife just accidentally, she either home or something, accidentally just opened the garage door from. She's teaching a class. She's at home. I don't know. Anyway, the second part was speaking of like SVG. He might be the guy that can be like one of those road course guys that can win on an oval. But I saw something. It was like, um, it was Max Verstappen. They're like asking him a question, and they're like, "Would you, besides Formula One, what would you like to run?" And the first one was NASCAR, and he was like, "No." And they said, "Not even the road courses," and he's like, "No." I Max Verstappen is an outstanding talent. And I was curious as to why he said no. Does he feel like it's not going to be a challenge for him, or is it one of those things um, where he's like, I'll get my butt kicked and I don't want to drive in circles. Like I feel like in F1 you have to rely on a good car. I mean the drivers are good, don't get me wrong, but you need to rely on a good car. Um, Whereas in NASCAR, it's like you could have an okay car, but a good driver can get you a win.
Yeah, I don't know. That is that's I'm curious now. I mean, um F1 is very corporate based, with all the factory teams and all that, but so I mean, if you drive for, say Mercedes, you've got the very best equipment that Mercedes can offer. Um versus NASCAR if you're, driving for let's say uh I don't know, Richard Childress. You probably don't have as good equipment as Rick Hendrick, but
Hold that thought. Hold that
um,
thought. Hold
yep.
that thought. Give me 1 second. Back. Sorry about that.
Oh, all good.
The people are gonna listen to this like, whoa, what was that? I don't think I was going too long. My wife just got home,
Uh, all
and
good.
the garage door opened, but the ring cam didn't go off. So I'm like, what? What's going on? And then she came inside. I'm like, oh, hey, sorry. But so that means I have to wrap this up here soon. But
Yep, all good.
Ford and F1, how about that?
Yeah, yeah. That'll be interesting to see. I think they're gonna need a couple of years to kind of get their feet wet, but
Well, they're
um,
running with Red Bull. Max, well, they're running Honda
yeah,
engines, so we'll see. Max
right,
Verstappen might
right.
stink next year.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for it. I think I've not really followed a lot of Red Bull or a lot of F1 racing, but I've started and I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun.
Yeah, I just want to see my driver in F1, Charles Leclerc, Chuck Leclerc, win a championship. I want to see
Yeah,
my Cup driver win a championship too. I mean, I was close, but
yeah.
God,
I
it's
don't
just
know.
stings.
Is
It's
if
a hard thing to
anybody
do. It's a
is
hard thing to do.
most deserving, it's definitely Denny Hamlin.
Oh, gosh, it hurts still. I don't know how I'm gonna watch
Yeah,
NASCAR next year or this upcoming year and just be like, what could have been? Oh
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Well, before I send you on your way, how was your beer? Did you finish?
I did. I
Yeah,
did.
me
It was
too.
good.
You know,
It
mine
was
was
good.
too. Mine was too. Um, so we gotta ask the question that we've been taking a poll on. Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Absolutely 100% does not.
Boy, Andy is on an island by
Andy
himself.
is, I don't know what Andy is on, but it does not belong
That is
on pizza.
nasty. That Andy
Yep.
probably drinks them weird tasting beers, the
I'm sure
IPA.
he
Oh
does. I'm
man.
sure he does. Andy seems like that kind of
Let's
guy.
point at. Well, I'm just gonna pretend like I'm pointing at him and laughing. Ha ha.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know.
yep.
Anyway, but you know what? We have we all have our different tastes and opinion. My wife says I'm a picky eater, and it's true. I have a weird taste in palate, so
Yeah,
but whatever.
yeah. I am definitely picky. I'm a meat, potatoes, just basic kind of guy. I don't like anything crazy and so we'll go out to eat. I'm like, yeah, I'll get this without that or this or that or
Caesar
whatever. And
salad.
yeah, like I just you know, I don't know. Everybody says I'm picky, but I'm like I'm basic. I don't want this extra crap.
I'm
Like
picky
just give me
too.
the
I like
yeah.
went to Germany and I needed a new backpack, and my wife's like, "Why don't you just use this Adidas backpack that I bought a long time ago?" And I'm like, "No, I want a Nike backpack because I like Jordan Brand and Nike." So,
Yeah, there you go. We do not support Adidas.
yeah, that's European country. Anyway, but yeah, big race tomorrow night cuts off. I mean, you're not for you, but for other people, playoff cutoff race to get into the playoffs. So, and we got some
Yeah,
guys that are in a tight battle that could get in or get knocked out. So,
yeah.
looking
It'll be a
forward to
good one.
that, calling it, and yeah. So, Jacob, it has been awesome talking with you and getting to know you. Um, Thank you for participating in the media thing that I do. Like, for the post race. You
Yeah.
guys are a big part of that, so I owe you and all the other guys that participate in it a big thumbs up. You know,
Well,
it's
I
all
just
because of
want to
you
say
guys.
too, like you deserve a bunch of credit for that because that is a lot of hard work, and it kind of sets us apart in a way. Because I feel like there's not really any other leagues that are doing that, and
No, I don't know.
so that I know that takes a lot of work, and so you deserve a lot of credit in that because we do appreciate it. It's fun, it's cool.
Allows you to speak
I
your
like
mind.
I like yeah I like going through and reading kind of how everybody thought and what everybody did and this and that and get a little spicy ones here and there. I like reading those.
Yeah, you gotta
So
stir the pot a little bit.
yeah, I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Well, to anyone that listens to this podcast, I thank you for tuning in. Hopefully, we can get our numbers up. We need to get our numbers up. So once this podcast is out, it's going to be out on YouTube. Share it, like it, subscribe if you want. You know, get the word out there that the Caution Laps with Casey Bristow, the NSRLA podcast, is on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's it.
All right. Well, Jacob, you have a good night, and we will see you tomorrow.
All right, man. Appreciate it. You have a good one.
Yep, you too.